So good afternoon, everybody. So thank you for coming here. So it's great my session to have chat with you. So I'm a little bit unaware today. So hopefully you can hear me and understand me clearly. So that's good. Okay, thank you. So so my name is Yang. So I'm from Alibaba Cloud. So we are as introduced already, we are the number 4 and the Chinese biggest one is public cloud provider. But what I want to say today, so we are more than just a cloud provider. So and we are doing quite a lot of things in many vertical industries. Fintech, financial services is also the one we are really active in already in the global market. So before we talk about some data security today, so let me just give you a maybe very quick introduction to Alibaba Group. So I think most of you have heard of Alibaba as a company before. I think if you heard of before, maybe raise your hand. Thank you, good. So yeah, so it's a pretty big company already. Recently we have a pretty quick in the growth in terms of the market share and also the stock price. So our latest market value is about $370 billion. So we are the world's 7th biggest company in the world. So this is the history, the key milestones. We have from the beginning. So year 1999 is founded, and then we come to where we are at the moment. So we went through some key milestones. Okay, so first one, we are the world's biggest e-commerce provider. Okay, we are the platforms. We have many platforms, and the first platform we launched is the Alibaba.com. It's the first B2B platform. And then we got more platforms afterwards. We got our C2C platform, and then we have our the payment tool. Probably you heard of it before. It's Alipay.com. So it's the first usually is the payment transactions tool. And then we got our Alibaba, which is a marketing platform. And then we have the Tmall.com. Tmall is similar to Amazon.com. It's the B2C platform. And and the Alibaba Cloud used to be the RT department of the company serving internally. Okay, and since the year 2009, we became individual company. We start serving the external customers as well. Okay, so that's the key milestone to Alibaba Cloud perspective. Okay, and later we got more platforms and more products and logistics as well. And the company becomes IPO and list price. Okay, company is in year 2014. Okay, in New York Stock Exchange. It becomes the public company. And later we got the shopping festival Double 11. So 11th of November every year, so created by Alibaba company. Okay, you heard it before, I think. So this is the structure of the company, okay, as a whole. As you can see, our biggest part of the business is e-commerce. We have different platforms of e-commerce. And then we got our big the financial services division, including the major products like Alipay, like the micro loan, insurance, credit, control, lots of things inside that. And then we have our logistics platform, advertising platform, cross-border business, and internet related business. Everything on top of Alibaba Cloud platform, and enabled our big data capabilities. So as you can see, the growth of the fintech industry is really fast, especially in 2 markets, 2 regions. I think we are focusing today. One is Europe. Okay, this is where we are. The other one is more China, more Asia related. So it's 2 markets. It's as you can see, it's really growing fast. Okay, in the past years. Okay, and there are many active players in this sector. Okay, so I don't know whether anyone from you here or from the companies listed there, but I can say it's a really active market. So if we talk about fintech, okay, so and for the financial services, and especially choose what we are offering, through our major financial service products like Alipay. Initially, it's a payment tool because people need to trade, okay, and later people need to pay. People need to talk, to chat with each other, Okay, so in terms of marketing, many other platforms. Okay, so we think we need to do the services, okay, by using the technology to offer the services in a better way, okay, in more efficient way, and also at a lower cost. Okay, so this is what we want to achieve, okay, by using technology, okay, even we talk about financial services for decades long, for centuries long, I would say, but technology can add really beautiful thing into this. And then we find, okay, with fintech things, and then we find, okay, so security is really a concern to almost everybody, to users, to merchants, to the providers, to everybody in the market, and especially for the payment security. Okay, so yeah, we know that we need to secure that, and it also is one of the topics for today. And then we need to make sure we can, probably can't say it here, we need to protect the privacy and the details of the users. Protection is very important. And then we have the trading security, we have the credit ID protection. And we know in this world, in Europe, we have GDPR coming, and in China, there is a new Chinese cyber security law, and the UK, and also in America, in the rest part of Asia, there are different laws in different regions. So, but for everything put together, so it's all about security and compliance. So, and financial, so it's now at the moment, it's the individual company, part of I would say Alibaba, it's a history family, and it's our financial services company, okay. And we offer quite a lot of products like the payment, okay, so which is Alipay, and we have the end function, and we have My Bank. It offers quite a lot of online-based banking services. We have a license in China, and also we have the Zhima credit. It's a very good thing because in China there wasn't any. Still isn't any official, personal credit, system, scoring system in China, and but it's easy to feature, okay, part of the iFinancial. It'll give you, because we have a large amount of history and the data, okay, for everybody in China, so we really understand you can evaluate the credits of each person. So it became very official is a scoring, personal credit scoring system in China. And then we have the Ant Financial Cloud, okay, powered by Alibaba Cloud. That's because everything you can see, including our e-commerce platform, financial services platform, marketing platform, the trading platform, logistics platform, and all other things, everything is based on Alibaba Cloud. So we build different types of the clouds for different industries, especially for the financial services industry. Okay, in China, every bank is working with us. Okay, so we have offer our own platforms, own services, and also we integrate it with the traditional, financial services providers, including banks, and all third parties. So if we talk, okay, so now we come to the key point for the fintech companies for its industry, and what would be the key requirements, and also would be the main pain points, okay, for the people. First of all is the data, because we can't run anything without data. So number one is we need to collect data in a very efficient way. So that is the challenge one we need to do. And second one is you got data, okay, you got plenty of data stored somewhere, okay. You need to process this data, okay. You need to make sure the value can be added by processing this data in a very efficient way, and also you need to think about the methodology behind it. It could be the AI-enabled driven technology for that. Afterwards, you need to be prepared for the business. Your business could scale up, can scale down, and also your business, it could be local business, and it could be international. You may scale out, you may scale in, in terms of the season. For example, we are approaching, anyway, yeah, we're approaching the 11th, double 11 again, so people need to be prepared. Because during that day, lots of history things will happen during that day. So last year, the total transaction for that day is about $17.8 billion US dollars. The transaction, for the last, Double 11, shopping festival is similar to the Black Friday, in East Market. So everything on that day, and during that day, So during the peak time, okay, within that 24 hours, so our system received up to 175,000 orders coming into the system per second. Okay, and in terms of the processing of the payments, it could be up to 120,000 transactions of the payment we done within a second. And within that 24 hours, totally we received about 657 million orders, okay, for delivery through our delivery logistics platform. And in totally, we finished about over 1 billion transactions of the deal. So over 1 billion deals closed within that 24 hours. So that means that you need to be prepared, make sure your deployment, your infrastructure will be flexible enough, okay? And afterwards, we talk about the cross-region connections. That's really challenging because it's more than just technical things. It's also about related to the compliance, to the security, okay? So it could be very challenging, even for very large scale enterprise, also down to some startup fintech companies. So connections, because you want to serve the customers as many as possible globally. Okay, so that's the challenging thing. And the last one is security and the compliance. Different market, you make sure you're compliant. Okay, otherwise you may receive quite a lot of problems. And we know in the past, the days and quite a lot of big things happened, and one case, thing everybody knows that is this attack. Okay, it's typical DDoS attack. Crashed quite a lot of systems, and including some big financial, the tank, large size, all financial services companies, organizations, they all been affected with big impact on their services. Okay, so DDoS is seriously a problem to everybody, no matter you're big or small. Okay, so as we are the service provider, online-based, so through Alibaba, so we serving many, websites, okay, and we protect over 1 million websites in China, and we defend, okay, over 800 million attacks, okay, per day. And we detect quite a lot, malicious IP every day, and we block them, and we also defend quite a lot of DDoS attacks, in order to make sure, the business continuity of your services. And G20 so happened in Hangzhou, is where we're from last year. So during that day, we blocked over 306 million malicious IPs, and we defended quite a lot, up to 250 million attacks during that day. Okay. So it could be impact window. It could be very significant to the services, but protection. Okay, we also can be start from very simple way. So you have your users, you have your systems, your backend servers sitting somewhere. Okay, in between, you don't really expect too many things in the middle in order to give you some sort of protection. So it basically can begin with two major things. One thing is the DDoS protection. So we offer a good anti-DDoS protection, especially for the China, for the Asian market. Okay, and second one is WAF, is the web application firewall. Okay, it can give you values of the protection to your services, online-based services. And also we offer quite a lot of managed services, security, security services. Okay, including so we have the defacement services, and so we have. Trading, consulting, and also 24/7 continuously, so the NOC services. Sorry about that. Okay, and as a major, so provider, cloud-based provider, and empowering the entire world, especially for the financial services, we are fully compliant with all major certifications and providers in different regions. Okay, and the last thing I think is also very important because we at the moment we are about #4 global cloud services provider in the world, but we come from China. We have very big presence in China and Asia. We're doing quite a lot of things there. So because we know everybody using technology is not really using them for fun or for whatever reason, you use them for business. So we come here, we talk about business. Technical thing, fine, interesting, but we talk about business. So we go back to business. In the past years, we have met quite a lot of companies. They want to expand their business. Okay, because the population in China, in Asia, there are many, many potential users, or maybe existing users. You want to better support the users in that markets. Okay, and you often know that so lots of security laws and the regulations are coming up. So especially for the China, okay, it's giving very big impact to the business. So we have done quite a lot, I would plenty of the conversations and ongoing and conversations where with the customers regarding how we can help, to support their business, okay, especially from the compliance and the security, perspective in China. So I don't know anyone today here, so will be interested in Chinese market, or you are going to do something in Chinese market. So I'm really happy to have the follow-up sessions with you, because today the time is so limited and we can't really just talk about everything, but we really want to follow up with you. We are based here, we're obviously in Covent Garden, so very nearby, easy for you to come, to get to. Yeah, so I think, okay, so many things that we can talk about, but today I think it's the beginning, so hopefully we can just have the good follow-up with everybody. Okay, thank you everybody, thank you.